Well, hello. Just my camera. Okay. All right. Well, hello, everyone. It's your girl, Gabrielle. Welcome to a brand new episode of Hot Topics. This is the show where we talk real talk about things that are happening in education, employment, mental health, social services, finance, families, or anything else that is steamy. All right, I have the sniffles a little bit today, so bear with me. All right, so I am excited about today's episode. I know I'm excited in like every episode, but I am particularly excited about this episode for two reasons. One, because we have a repeat topic, and two, we have a repeat guest. And I am totally looking forward to bringing on my guests. So let's start with the topic first. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's start with the topic for today. The topic for today is we're gonna continue off from the last topic, which is simple natural health solutions part 2. So you can catch part 1 in our video library. Of course, you could check out our older episodes wherever you're watching this episode right now. But there is a part 2 because I wanted to continue this conversation with this guest. We had a lot of fun in the last episode, and so I wanted to continue that conversation. So I am I'm sorry, I thought I had it up. Okay. Whoa, okay. Sorry, I'm like my head is all over the place today. Okay, so is that it? No. All right, so sorry, I'm like all over the place today. So I think we're just gonna jump right into it. All right, so my guest today, her name is Livia Pewtress, and I am just gonna go ahead and bring her onto the stage right now.
Oh, there we go. Unmuted. Now you can hear me.
There you are. There you are. All right. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me back.
Yeah, of course. Of course. All right. So you
hear me twice?
Yes.
There we go.
Well, I got you now. I think I hear you. All right.
Great. Okay.
All right. So last time we met, we were talking about, essential oils and communication. So you brought up a lot of different things. So, we didn't get a chance to talk about what got you into essential oils and what got you into, using oils as a type of medicine for you and your family. So we didn't even get a chance to go into that. So if you wouldn't mind, going into that.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yep. So first, just let me give you a little bit of background. So those of you who didn't see part 1 kind of know who I am. My name is Livia. I'm a life coach. I call myself a soul confidence creation coach because my goal is to connect your heart and your mind and your spirit all together. So you're doing what you're here to do. And one of the tools that I use is essential oils. I found them probably 11 years ago now. And I use them every single day in almost every situation in my home. They've replaced all my cleaners. I use them for most of our healthcare. Obviously, if we have a broken bone or something, then we go into the doctor. But for the most part, I have what I need at my fingertips to take care of my family. I have 5 kids. Personally, I have not gone to the doctor and had to be treated for anything besides surgery in the last 10 years. I haven't had Tylenol or ibuprofen or anything like that because I've learned to listen to my body. I've learned to communicate with it, and I've learned to give my body what it needs in order to thrive and to be healthy. And so if I know what I can do when something comes up, then I'm not required to take those chemicals into my body.
All right. Oh, wait. There you are. You froze a little bit.
Was I froze?
Okay. Yeah.
You disappeared. Hopefully I didn't freeze for anyone listening. So, so I've been using essential oils for over 10 years for almost everything in my house, for cleaning and for cooking, for my skincare and my healthcare and everything. And I love them. So it all started, it was in 2011. I don't think I told the story on the first one, so we're just going to go with it. And if you hear it twice, then maybe you'll hear something different this time than you did the first time. Oh, P.S. If you want to listen to number 1, we recorded it on February 17th, 2022. So if you go back to her archive, you'll be able to find that one if you want to listen to part 1 and then part 2, or either or. It won't really matter what order you listen in. The information will be different.
Sorry guys, we're having some technical difficulties.
Are you good? Am I frozen on your side?
All right. You there, Livia?
I'm here.
Okay. You're just talking about part 1.
Okay. So part 1 was on February 17th, 2022. So if you're looking for that one, go back to the archive. That's when you can find it. So when I first found essential oils, I was pregnant with child number 5. And I had 4 others that were older. The one just older was probably a little over a year old, year and a half maybe. And I had this head cold, and it was like in my head, and I had thing going on in my wrist where if I would twist my wrist like this, then it would snap over, my tendon would snap over that bone. And they told me I couldn't do anything about it and just said, don't lift things. I'm like, mother of 5, almost mother of 4, you can't just tell me not to lift things. It's not possible. So I was at home, and I think I was packing, getting ready to move or something. And I had this sweet neighbor friend who had come over to visit me, and she could tell I was kind of miserable, very pregnant.
All right, guys, occasionally we gotta keep checking in with Livia.
I'm still here. Are you still hearing me?
So we're explaining some technical difficulties. All right, Livia.
I'm still here. You still hearing?
Yes. You're talking about your you can't lift things, with a mother of 4, that's impossible.
Yeah. So I had the sweet neighbor came over, and she looked at me and she's like, oh my gosh, you look horrible, pretty much, with, saying it in a nice way. And she gave me something for my wrist that helped. And she gave me something for my sinuses. And it was like that, like within 60 seconds, it cleared. And I was like, what did you just give me? Whatever that was, I want more of it. And she said, I have this book. They're called Essential Oils. If you're interested, let me know. So within a couple of days, I had called her and said, okay, I want to buy one of your books. So I bought a book from her. She gave me a price list.
All right. We just occasionally gotta check in with her. All right. There you are.
You're good.
All right. You're talking about your neighbor. She gave you some stuff.
Yep. She gave me some stuff. And it was super helpful, and it cleared up my sinuses really well. So I got a book, started reading it, and I looked up the tendons in my wrist, and it said that lemongrass was good for tendons. I'm like, okay, I'm going to use that. So I looked at her price list, and I was like, okay, we're on food stamps and Medicaid at this moment, and everything is like overwhelming, and I can't go pay for this. And it was only like $15-20 or something. But for me at that time, that felt like a lot. And so I went to the health food store, and I got my bottle of lemongrass, and I started putting it on my wrist, and I noticed it was helping somewhat. But then the bottle would say, be careful, topical use only, all these other things on the bottle. But it also said it was 100% pure. I have since learned that 100% pure means it only has to have a certain amount of a chemical, the certain chemical constituent to be considered that, and it can actually be from a synthetic source.
All right. So give us a second. We just gotta check in with her again. So
I'm still
just
here.
bear with us, guys. She's telling us great things, and there you are. All right. So you can continue from where you left off.
Okay, perfect. So then I called her back, and I said, what's the difference? Why do I need Doterra versus whatever I'm going to get from the health food store? Because in the last 10 years, essential oils have become a lot more mainstream. You can go buy them at the dollar store for fragrances, but what's in them is not necessarily the best for your health. So Doterra actually sources their oils from all over the world in all these different places. So I figured out what the difference was with Doterra. I was sold from that instant. I felt it in my spirit. I felt it in my soul that this was right, and this is what I should go for. She didn't know how to get them for me. She just said, call my friend. She's the one who helped me.
All right. Great stuff is coming. So looking forward to
Still hearing me?
Yeah, still hearing you. You're getting into Doterra.
Okay, yep. So found Doterra. It was amazing. Learned the difference in the oils and the purity and the potency and the heart behind this company. And I knew from the very beginning that I was in. Like, I hadn't gone to a class. I hadn't done anything. Most people like go to a class and they learn about them and they try a couple and then they buy them. I was like, I love this. I had an experience. It was awesome. I want this. So I called a lady, figured out how to get them. It was like $175 for my first kit. And it came with 10 different oils that would take care of 85% of everything that my family would deal with tax and everything and shipping. It was like $175. I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? And I literally looked around my house, figured out what I could find, what I could sell. And I sold them on like the garage sale sites, then the free cycle yard sales places. And within like a week, I had the money and I bought this kit. So I got my kit. In the meantime, we were sick and I had my 2-year-old was sick. Are you okay?
All right, good stuff is coming. Good stuff is coming, so all right, let's give it a second. All right, there we are.
Still here.
Yeah, still here. Go ahead.
Okay. And so I ended up calling this lady and I was like, hey, I'm feeling sick today and I need my stuff, but it's not here yet. Do you have one you can give me and we'll just trade? So I ended up driving 20 minutes and I met her in a parking lot of a grocery store with my toddler in the back, strapped in his car seat. And she gave me something that would help with that head cold. And it was absolutely amazing. Cleared it really fast. I gave one to my son and I actually gave him his before I ate mine. And to this day, he absolutely loves them. They're just a little like a throat lozenge infused with On Guard that boosts your immune system. It's antibacterial, antiviral, I believe antifungal as well, and just helps to knock out anything that you might be dealing with. So I've loved them ever since.
All right, let's give it a second, guys. All right, she's telling us great things. So, I know we're having some difficulties, but she's telling us some great things and don't want you to miss it. All right, there you are, Livia.
Yep, still here.
All right, go ahead. You're telling us about the lozenge.
Okay, perfect. Yep, the lozenge was amazing. We use them to this day. I actually took a whole bunch of them, put them in a little like a little treasure box looking thing at Christmas a couple years ago because my kids like always wanted to get mine and I was like, you're using up my whole bag. So I got a whole bunch of bags of them. I put them in this like treasure box and we have it downstairs on our cabinet. And so they just know whenever they need one, they know where they can get it. And then when it runs out, I just fill up the treasure box and that's pretty fun for them to be able to have it and just to know that that's a way that they can support their health whenever they need. So there's 3 different kinds of lozenges. There is the On Guard, which is immune boosting. There's Breathe, which helps with any kind of a sinusy something and will just open up your lungs, open up your airways if you're feeling some respiratory stuff going on. And then there's a ginger one that works for any kind of nauseousness or car sickness and things like that.
All right, bear with us. She's telling us great things. So, all right, let's see, she's coming back. There you are again.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. You're telling us about the 3 different types of lozenges.
Yep. So those have been fabulous forever. But from the time that I got that kit, it used to be that my family would cycle and we'd go like every 3 weeks, somebody was sick and then it would cycle through the family. And we don't do that anymore. We haven't done that for years. And it is so nice to not have my whole life uprooted by that. Because if you think about the time it takes you, the work that you miss if you work, the school that your kids miss, the stress of the extra homework or the extra work that you're behind when you're sick, the time driving to the doctor and waiting for the doctor and paying for the medications, paying for the doctor visits, even if you only have a small copay, you're still missing time away from life and being able to move forward on the things that are important to you.
All right. We definitely are having some difficulties, but stay with it, guys. Stay with us. Or, we're talking great things. Okay, there you are again.
Yeah, are you watching it on YouTube too to see if it's glitching there?
Yeah, it looks like you're going in and out.
Oh, that's strange. Yeah, seems good on my end, but I'm obviously seeing my stream.
All right, we'll make it work. Don't worry. You keep going.
Keep on going. Right.
You're talking about your doctor?
Yeah, so just how much it saves me in money. And so within that first week, we had 7 people in our family, 6 of us got pink eye. And if you know what experience that's like, your eyes are red and they're puffy and drainy, and then they'll jump from this eye to that eye. And sometimes it turns into an ear infection and all of those things. And knowing that I had things on hand that would help. So I took a little spray bottle and I filled it with fractionated coconut oil and some tea tree oil and some lavender. And then I would put it and I'd spray it on my hands and I just do this. And then I would use a different finger for each person because I didn't want to contaminate. And then I just do this. You take it like this and around your eyes,
great things.
around your ears. And as you do that, and it knocked it out in like a day, 1 to 2 days, rather than 14 days plus steroids and all the meds that you need that then knock out your immune system. Then you have to have the probiotics to build it back up. So there's so many good things. And I just love having that confidence that I have what I need at my fingertips. I've used them on my babies from day one when my last baby was born. Used it to help when his belly was hard and he was gassy and he couldn't sleep. Use it to calm them when they're stressed out. In your case, in like tutoring and helping with kids, you can use it to help activate their brain where they're going to be able to focus and think more clearly. I can use it on those days when maybe life got too busy or I stayed up too late working on whatever and I was too tired, but I needed to be able to function and care for my family. I can take my supplements, I can use my oils, and it'll boost my energy and allow me to keep going. Do you want me to pause every time you hop in?
Give it a second. All right, I see you again.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so if you think about it, there's two different kinds of healthcare. There's two different choices you can make. You can choose traditional healthcare, which means I have an issue. This is what I'm dealing with. I go to the doctor. They give me a medicine. I take said medicine, and it takes care of my symptoms so that I can survive until this goes away. And that's kind of the cycle. But lots of times people will take a medicine and it will cause a side effect. I had one lady in my class years ago. She was probably like 60. And she said she had had this medical problem like 20 years before. And she was taking a medicine for that. The original problem went away, but she got a side effect from taking that medicine. And she's still taking meds for the side effect 20 years later. And wow. I don't want to live that way. And I don't want anyone else to have to live that way. And wow. I'm so grateful for modern medicine. And I'm grateful for the things that we have to support us.
That's a very...
You're good? Were you saying something?
No, that's a very tough thing, with medication. All right. I see you again.
Okay. Yeah. So to be able to have that ability to take care of yourself, and I'm all for meds if you need them, but I also believe that our bodies are meant to heal themselves. Essential oils do not heal anything, but what they do is they give your body what it needs so your body can do the job that it was created to do, to heal. And if something's wrong, you have an imbalance. Disease is a dis-ease of the system, whether that's spiritual, mental, emotional, physical. One of your systems is having some kind of a problem where it's not aligned with how it was designed to function. So if we can give it the things that it needs so that it can function right, then your body is going to take care of whatever's going on by itself. So that's the difference with the traditional medicine versus the natural medicine.
All right, you guys, give us a second. She'll be back.
Still here. Can you hear me?
Yes, there you are.
Yep. So when you give your body the natural medicine, which is essential oils, you're actually giving your body what it needs to be able to function properly. And then your body will take care of whatever is out of alignment within there in order to help you live a happy, healthy life. And I really believe that when we're healthy, it's easier to be happy. Have you experienced that? If you're feeling well, like it's easier to be happy in life. When you're feeling yucky, it's really hard to be happy.
Yeah, definitely. Like when I've been sick, or when you're sick, you're miserable, right? Because your whole body just slows down or shuts down. You feel it physically as well as emotionally.
Yeah. And like energy levels, your brain is kind of foggy and sometimes it's hard to think straight, which is hard to do whatever work or project you're doing. It's hard to be patient with the people in your family or your coworkers.
Give it a sec. She's coming back. She's coming back, guys. She's coming back.
Yep, still here. Good.
Right. There you are. Go ahead.
Good. And another thing is it doesn't have to be hard. Some people are like, oh my gosh, it's so hard. I don't want to learn essential oils. It's like a whole nother language. I don't understand this. So let me show you something super cool. There's this book. It's called Modern Essentials, and it is so easy. So it's basically your dictionary or it's a dictionary of essential oils. So you can look here on the side and you can look it up. So on this page, I'm under A. It says anxiety, antiviral, antiseptic, antiparasitic. If I flip over here to C's, I have candida and I have colds and chills and cholera, cholesterol, emergency oils, female specific conditions, fear. I actually have a YouTube video if you have any kind of female specific issues where you get crampy or painful or menstrual headaches. I have a YouTube video.
I love how it froze on the right spot. All right, she's coming back now. She's coming back. Bear with us.
What did it freeze on? I think that's funny. Can you hear me? What did it freeze on?
Go ahead.
Okay. What did it freeze on?
You going like this.
Oh, but you didn't hear what I said?
You were going through the book like a dictionary. You mentioned like female conditions.
Oh, I said if anyone has female issues where you're having like cramping or menstrual headaches, I have a YouTube video that I made all about that because I found it helps a lot, and I've had friends that have had great success with that as well. So
all right,
there's
awesome.
so many things, and it's important to know that like if you have your book and you have your oils, then it doesn't matter what happens. Like something can happen at your family, and it can be 11 o'clock at night and the Instacare can be closed, and you can have somebody not sleeping because they're congested or whatever's going on. You can look up in this book. It'll tell you exactly what to do.
All right. Bear with us. Bear with us. She's coming back. She's coming back, guys. Learning great stuff here. Great stuff. Very educational. There you are.
There we go. Yes. So it can really be simple that you just have your oils. You can grab your book. You can look up whatever you're dealing with. If it's 11 o'clock and the Instacare is closed, or you just like, I'm having this hard thing coming up, or it's an awkward thing. You're like, hey, I don't want to talk to this. I don't want to talk to someone about this. It's kind of weird, but it's happening within me. You can look it up, figure out what to do, take care of it yourself. And then obviously if it's not working, then you can go to the doctor and figure out what they have to say about it. But what I found is that I can take care of pretty much everything here. I really haven't needed anything else. You know, if anything, I've gone in for, hey, you do your testing and you tell me my diagnosis, and then I look up what do I do for that, and then I do that. And it's
all
been
right.
helpful.
Great stuff happening. Give us a second. Give us a second. All right. Yes, there you are.
Perfect.
You're just talking about what you go in for.
Yeah, just to make it super simple to be able to take care of your own things. And I just love that ability. And especially now with so much going on in the world about scared of viruses and different things, if to have the oils on hand, like even when our family got COVID, I just used my oils. I sat there in my bed and I had all my stuff and I just used it, and I got over it way faster, and my smell came back and all of the things, because I knew what to do to care for my body that way. I actually make my own sanitizers. None of them are alcohol based. They don't dry out your hands. I just spray them and they knock out any germs and anything that's going on. So
okay,
super powerful and amazing, and I love it.
Awesome. All right. So now, is there such thing as putting on, too much oil, or does it clog your skin, or I'll wait for it to come back? Can you put on too much oil?
You can. For the most part, just think less is more. So each drop, so 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. They're that potent. So you only need a little bit. So you can put 1 drop. So I just have like some fractionated coconut oil. I have it in this little sprayer, this little squeezy thing. So I'll just put like a little puddle in my hand. And so this is my tea tree that I used just before we got on here. I put a little drop on there. This is actually a really good protector if you feel like there's a lot going on, especially with like technology and world and stressed about it. Put a little puddle of that, put a drop of tea tree, rub it together. You can put it over your navel and across your shoulders, and it just like lifts that weight of the world that's on you. And I love it. So yeah, just think less is more.
She's coming back.
Just think less is more. And then a lot of them, you can get them in these bottles where they are rollers and they're pre-diluted, or you can make your own with whatever you need in it. So they have fractionated coconut oil plus the essential oil in it. So they're way more tender on the skin, especially if you have a sensitive skin, then you'll want to dilute more. It's really, if you just use common sense and start with a little bit, then you'll be fine by using a couple drops with each different oil that you need to do. So say this one is called Brave. So if you have someone who's maybe struggling, if in your case with the tutoring, and they're struggling with their math or whatever, they have to do a presentation and they're scared, this will help to give courage. So you can put it right here on your wrist and just rub it together, and I'll put it back behind their ears, and then even put it over their heart. And then you can just breathe it and you can feel it. Because if you touch your head right here, this is where your olfactory nerve is.
All right, she's All right. She's coming back, guys. She's coming back.
Are we good? So this is your olfactory. Can you hear me?
Yes, there you are.
Your olfactory nerve is right here, and it goes into the back of your brain where your fight or flight response is. So if you can use an essential oil, if you're feeling, oh, I'm worried or I'm scared or all these emotions are coming up, you can breathe them and it will actually calm your brain down. And it will calm your body and be like, hey, it's okay. We're not getting chased by a tiger. It's really going to be okay. It's just a presentation. You just have to, talk to your boss about whatever experience is going on in your life. It's a way to support your body in processing through what we deal with every day as humans. We're all going to have challenges that are going to come up. We're going to have hard days. We're going to have things that are uncomfortable that we're called to do that require us to stretch and grow into a better version of ourselves. And if we can have...
All right, let's give it a second. Give it a second. There you are. Okay.
I'm back. I don't think I left on my side, but I'm still here. So we're good. Do you have any more questions? And then I will actually let them, they can connect with me, and I will feel free to give you an awesome gift if you decide you want to get started with Doterra, and let me help you out with that. We'll customize the gift to whatever it is that you need. And then we can talk one-on-one if it's something where you're like, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. Do you think this can help? And then we can talk about what's right for you. Because I really feel like everybody's so unique and so different. Just going and buying one at the store and being like, hey, this is going to be my thing. It's not always the best way to go, because you need to be able to know this is what I'm dealing with and this is how I take care of it. So whether that's letting me talk to you one-on-one, whether that's getting a book and looking through it,
let's give it a second.
Your body.
Give it a second. Let's. All right, there you are. All right, so I know I can, we can buy our oils on like Amazon, right? So, why go to, well, let me ask you, can I, all those great benefits you're talking about, can I get that from any type of company that produces oils?
They could say that you could, but there's actually a difference in the quality of the oils and where they come from. So in order to be marked 100% pure, they only have to have a certain amount of a certain chemical. It doesn't have to be necessarily from a natural source. It doesn't have to be from the most pure and potent source that you can get it. If you think about a pineapple, if I got a pineapple from Smith's or I bought a pineapple from Hawaii, they're going to taste totally different, right? You're going to have this fresh.
Give us a second, guys. Give us a second. She's coming back.
Okay, we here?
All right, there you are. There you are.
This is fun for all of you watching. Thanks for hanging out with us through all the techniques. But if you got a pineapple straight off the vine from Hawaii, fresh grown, that's going to taste different than the one you get from your grocery store. It's going to be way more fresh, way more potent. You're going to enjoy it more because it's going to have that freshness to it. There's a difference in where something's grown. There's a difference in when it is picked, how ripe it is. There's a difference in how that works together, because nature is made to help things work the best way possible. And so a lot of people, when they make their oils, they will actually take and they'll distill the whole plant. So like if you think of cilantro and coriander is the seed and cilantro is the leaf. And some places will take and distill the entire plant, the stem and the leaf and the seed and all of it together.
The funniest spots. All right. Give us a second, guys. She's coming back.
I'll have to go back and watch it and see if I have funny faces. Are we still here?
All right, there you are. We're just talking about coriander.
Yeah. So just knowing that Doterra finds the plant where it grows naturally in the place where that plant thrives and gets the oils from there. It's not always the most easy place to get them from. Some companies will grow all their own because they feel like I want to be in control of the whole process. Doterra believes they should go to the artisans, go to the people who have been farming these plants for generations, who know the plants inside and out, who know their environment and their soil and where that plant grows naturally. And then they partner with them and they get the highest quality oils while supporting those people. So they build schools, they build hospitals, they provide clean water, they elevate these communities in these third world countries that produce these oils, and they bring them out of poverty and allow them to thrive.
Right. All right, give us a second. Give us a second. She's coming back, guys. She's coming back. All right, there you are.
Okay. And so I just love the heart of a doTERRA, that they're really there to elevate people one drop at a time, every single step of the way. So that single drop that maybe helps me with my respiratory condition is also the drop that helps not just the people who work at doTERRA, but it helps the farmers who grew that plant. And it helps because doTERRA pays them fair living wages, and they pay them even in advance sometimes so that they can take care of their families and provide schooling for their kids. Because a lot of those artisans come from third world countries, these people who grow these things, and they would harvest them early and they would sell them to people who wanted them for oils. So then the chemicals aren't in the place to give your body the best that it can have. But they're doing that because if they sell them a little bit at a time, they have money every day to feed their kids.
All right. And she's coming back. She's coming back. Let's give it a second. She's coming back. All right, there you are. All right, go ahead.
Good. I'm still here. Yeah. So I just love that doTERRA, they really help from the ground up, and they care about people on a deep core level, and they're not going to produce anything they wouldn't want to give to their kids, because they do give it to their kids. And it just elevates people all the way up, and they teach people hygiene, and they have actually a whole nonprofit arm that helps to fund these projects where it lifts people out of poverty along the way. So every bottle that you purchase to bless your family blesses hundreds of other people in the process. And I just love that. I love the heart of it and everything that's there, and the potency and the purity that is second to none. And 90% of all of doTERRA's oils are exclusive to doTERRA. So someone else could say,
good stuff is coming, guys. Let's give it a second. All right, there you are. There you are.
Okay. So doTERRA has 90% of their oils are exclusive to them. So you could go somewhere else and they'd be like, oh, we have the same oils as doTERRA. They don't, because they're exclusive to doTERRA, because doTERRA has partnerships with these people who grow them all around the world. So the other people can't have the same oil because doTERRA has a partnership which is providing that oil. And they're taking care of those partners who are growing the plants. And then they are growing the highest quality oils for doTERRA, where they're picked at the right time based upon the weather conditions and the patterns and all those things, where it's going to give you the highest for your body. And then they're triple tested before they even come to the bottle where we get them. And if any of them don't meet doTERRA's high standard, then they are rejected and they have to get another batch. So I feel safe using them on my newborn, who can't tell me, hey, Mom,
one second. She's coming back. We're going to power through this, guys. There you are. There you are. We both left off at high standards.
Yeah. So I love their high standards, and that it's really there to make sure that you're going to have the best quality oil. They're triple tested before you ever get them to make sure that they meet doTERRA's quality standard. And if not, then they'll get another batch before they will get bottled and sold to anyone.
All right.
And they give you free stuff. So don't go to Amazon. Well, one, it's against contract. Like the people who have doTERRA, if it's legit doTERRA, they're not supposed to be selling it on Amazon. And so chances are it could be a doTERRA bottle with something else in it. I don't know exactly. I'm not here to judge anyone or how they choose to use their time or their business, but I choose to go through doTERRA directly because I believe in the integrity of their heart and the integrity of the company. And then they give you free stuff. So it works kind of like Costco or frequent flyer miles.
Right, one second.
Are you there?
All right, there you are.
Yep. So doTERRA works like Costco or like a frequent flyer miles, where you have your small enrollment fee and then you get discounts for the entire year. So they actually will give you free product back. It starts at 10% and grows up to 30% within a year. So I've been getting 30% back on my oils for the last 9 years, where every couple months I just get another $100 box of oils and I didn't pay for anything. It was totally free. So I can stock up on my lotions and my face creams and my skincare and my hair care and the lozenges and everything that I need for my family. They also have nutritional lines. So I have like protein powders and different things like that you can use and add to your smoothies to help boost your nutrition. To overall, just to live this vibrant, well lifestyle where you're taking care of your body so your body can take care of you.
All right. Get one word where she's coming back, guys. She's coming back. All right, there you are. Just talking about protein shakes, nutrition.
Yep, and nutrition and all the things. So if anyone here is like, hey, yes, I want to learn about this, I want to learn more, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at livia@learnlivefly.com or check out learnlivefly.com. You can just click on essential oils. There's a bunch of details there. You can schedule a call. We can talk about it, figure out exactly what you need. I can actually help you get your enrollment for free. So ask me about that. And if you'll hit a certain quota on your original order, then we'll send you an extra free gift just for you.
Speaking of free gifts, there we go.
There you go. So that link will take you where you can download your own little mini quick guide. It's not quite as extensive as this giant book, but it will give you some ideas and get you started with a little bit of information on essential oils where you can learn some more and book a call to talk with me. And
all right, give it a second. She's talking about free stuff, y'all. There it is. All right, free gifts.
I love free stuff. Yeah, I love getting them, and just knowing that I have the ability to use them and bless my kids. So if when my daughter's getting ready to go off to college pretty soon, I will send her with her own little kit so she knows what to use and what to have. We've made first aid kits for my kids going to scout camp, or my sister when she was on her mission, we sent her some stuff, and it's just one step at a time, one thing at a time. If you start with one thing that's going to help your body to do what it needs to do, and then add one more, and then add one more. And it just allows you, but the time to start is now. It's not time to start when your body's breaking down after you've eaten poor food and all these things forever. You need to work on those little habits now, because what it does is it builds that confidence over time. Your body's going to be stronger, more healthy, and you're going to have the tools at your fingertips.
Good stuff. It's good stuff she's talking about. So hang in there with us. She's coming back. She's coming back. There you are again.
Okay. Yeah. So just starting now, starting small, learning while you can. And even if you're in a healthy place now, learn it while you're healthy and have the things on hand. Because chances are when your brain's foggy and you're feeling yucky, that's not the time that you want to have to go research and figure it out. You want to have it on hand in your fingertips to be able to know what to use, when to use it. And it'll just be second nature. Just like popping your Tylenol, except for you're just going to use the things that are good for your body rather than the ones that destroy your liver in the process.
All right, so there we go. So you guys want to reach out to Livia one-on-one. So here's our contact information here. It is scrolling below at the bottom of the screen. Definitely check out our website, visit her on social media. All that stuff is there. So definitely reach out to her. And she has there's a couple of other links. Livia, if you want to talk about these briefly.
Oh yeah. So the first one is my shopping link for Doterra. If you're like, hey, I know what I want, I'm just going to go buy it, you can go ahead and go there. You can shop there. You also have a contact form where you can reach out to me and ask me your questions or book a call, whatever. We can work on that. So send me a message there. And then the Consecrated Life Project is my soul thing. So if you are a faith-based individual and you're seeking to let God lead your life, that has a bunch of free resources and interviews and things where you can listen to other people who are talking about what does their life look like? How did they come to the point of really trusting God to guide them and then going along that path?
All right, fabulous. There we go. So definitely check out those two things. If you're interested in learning more about Doterra, that's the shopping link. You can go, and the link also for the Consecrated Life Project. So check out those links. I encourage you to take advantage of that. And I'm just going to put up her contact information one more time. So check out her website, and she is on.
Now she's frozen for me. I don't know if you can still hear me, but Gabrielle is frozen. There you are. Nope.
I just went out. All right, so there I am. And all right. And that I'm going to put up the link one more time for the free gift. So definitely check that out as well and get your free gift. And for those of you watching this episode on our YouTube channel, all this information is provided in the description. All right, Livia, thank you so much for toughing it out with me today. I know we're having our challenges, but thank you for sticking it out with me today.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. And if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm totally real. There's no judgment. So whatever you're dealing with, you're safe. I'm not going to tell the world. We can talk about whatever you're dealing with in your health, and just know that I can hold space for you, and I'll teach you whatever I know, whether that's oils or that's mindset or emotions or whatever on the coaching realm. I can point you to the resources that you need to find the support so that you can live your happy, healthy life.
Very good. Awesome. All right, Livia, thank you so much. And I'm going to place you backstage. All right, you guys. I know we had our technical difficulties, but thank you for powering through us, and I hope you're still with us. All right, so with that said, I'm going to put up my information here and, cross my fingers nothing happens on my end. All right, so we have reached the conclusion of our episode. Thank you so much for joining us today. So whether you are, did I just blank out? Whoa. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching this episode. So wherever you are watching this episode right now, whether that is Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, eventually it'll get on Instagram, or if you're watching us on our website, let us know what you thought about this episode by leaving a comment in the comment section below or in the comment thread. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your feedback. So please let us know what you thought about this episode. And as a reminder, this web series is a production of A Step Ahead Tutoring Services. So if you would like to learn more about our tutoring company, the things that we have to offer, our services, our workshops, if you want to learn more about hot topics, please check us out. Our information is scrolling below at the bottom of your screen. But I will say our website is www.astepaheadtutoringservices.com. So definitely check us out online. And I also encourage you to sign up for our email list and our texting list. Those links are also scrolling below. When you sign up for either list or both, you will receive exclusive discounts, offers, and special promotions. So that is definitely a bonus for signing up for these lists. And what was my other thought? Oh, yes, that's that. And I'm just going to share this one last thing before we officially close.
Hey there, have you heard of us? We're a small team of tutors here at A Step Ahead Tutoring Services. We believe that education and information should be accessible to everyone, regardless of income, race, or creed. We're dedicated to making this happen, but we need your help. Please consider making a donation to our company. No amount is too small. Your donation will allow us tutors to remain employed, offer free and low-cost services, put on productions like this web series, and reach out to families nationwide. With your help, we can tackle the academic challenges of our students and the emotional, mental, and behavioral changes that result from these challenges. As a bonus, we can improve our communities in the process. Support us today. Note: we're a for-profit company. We're not a charity. Your donation may not be tax deductible. Please consult a tax professional.
All right, and so thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for powering through this despite all the technical difficulties, and I look forward to seeing you at the next episode. And now, I am signing off. Bye!